Well, we got some thumbs ups here.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it
Don't
would,
think about it too
but
much.
maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Look, nobody's perfect.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Look, you can't let some bad reviews tarnish your memories of all the good times you had of the game. Think about the zone, you know, all that crap you had up in that old house. Oh, God.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
No, that's one of the best parts of the game.
These negative reviews on the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today.
What the
It's
hell
always
was
been
the
my
raft?
motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
You don't have to have a skip button. Alright, the narration is funny. What is this? I'm not pressing the skip button. Okay, maybe we're pressing the skip button. I thought there might be a door back here. Alright, well, just remember you brought this upon yourself. Okay, I didn't want this.
Here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past. It's what the players have been asking for.
No.
And I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The
Go on, let's hear it.
or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end
wait,
of
is
time,
he doing it again?
at which time everything all at once, so...
Oh,
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
I didn't click it, did I?
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a
I pressed the
description of
F
it,
key on
but if
accident.
had to
I wasn't sure if
describe
that would...
I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for
Indubitably.
you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices
and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and
Ah,
not
yes,
affecting you
Schrödinger.
at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
I agree.
But wouldn't you say
treatise.
that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
I
It
don't
has a
know.
mouth
Manifesto
that is
sounds
rich with ambition and history.
dangerous.
Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto.
I don't
Heavens,
know.
at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
This is great.
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
Let's give it a minute. Let's see what happens.
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise,
You know what?
manifesto.
He's gonna probably be thinking about this for a while. So we'll probably.
Treatise.
So what time is it? Let's see.
Manifesto.
All right.
Treatise.
Yeah, this is gonna go on for a little bit, so we'll let him think.
Treatise, manifesto. Treat. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
You
that's
did.
the
I hope
power
you
of the button.
came to a
The
result.
minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
Don't
Or at least
sweat
change
Cookie
some of the
9.
wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Probably.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused.
True.
Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best
Don't you
game.
think that's a little bit cheating?
Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable was carved has itself been transmuted, offering a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before. If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future.
Absolutely.
Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review.
That's what I'm saying.
It's perfect.
It's amazing.
It's the perfect review. It's the review I've always dreamed of receiving.
Yes.
Well, I have to read it again.
Well, look, I don't know
It's
if we
simply
have
too
to.
wonderful.
It's a great review, but we don't have
just
to.
one more time.
I don't think so.
From the ashes of
Okay,
depravity.
let's just get going.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now,
Yep.
I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45
Well,
minutes.
you were going on for quite a while.
Unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
There was a
Where did the
door.
door go?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
You're the one who's
I don't
in charge
feel
of that
quite
kind of
certain
stuff.
That there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
No.
Sufficiently large crack in the wall?
I
I'll
looked
take
for that when I
anything.
got in
All I
here.
want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before.
Yes, there was. This is your job, isn't it? You're the one in charge of the door.
Can you maybe just ram your way through?
What do you think? I'm the fucking
Is there
juggernaut?
any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall
No.
until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
I'm not
Yes,
doing
I'll
that.
take any option at all.
I'm a human. I
asking
will
you to
hurt
work
myself.
with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind.
Well, then
I can
get
work
to
with
work.
any kind of door, as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door.
Wait, I
I
don't.
don't know how exactly to remove
I don't
a
think
door
that's a
and
good
place it in
idea.
a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
Mm.
You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button.
Wait.
Please.
Do not leave.
Press the skip
I'm
button.
gonna
Just
press it.
Wait here for me, and don't press the
No,
skip
you're
button.
gonna be gone
Got it?
for forever.
Yes,
No,
good.
I'm gonna press
I'll
it.
be right back.
Do not leave. You. Son of a bitch. We're gonna die in here. We're gonna die in here. We're gonna starve. All because this guy can't get his head out of his ass. Maybe we can break through this fan. I don't know. Look, I'm pretty sure he did say he wanted us to press the skip button if things got drastic. He did say that somewhere, I'm sure, in his incoherent rambling. He wouldn't even know. He wouldn't even know. We could just lie. We could just say he said that we could press it, and he'll never remember because he's been rambling for like 3 hours. You know what? Let's just... We got this.
Stanley!
What?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Well,
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
Well,
Stanley,
we
the
could
door
just...
is gone.
We
It's
could keep
completely
pressing it
gone.
until
I've looked at it
time
from every
wears
angle.
down
I've
on the
checked
room
every one of those
and
walls
opens up a
1,000
hole.
times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
We'll just keep
I
skipping
have no
forward.
idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
You can't stop me.
I
I'm
can't
not
control
pressing it out of the
anything.
goodness of my heart.
I can't touch it, and I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why
Yes,
would you?
because this is going on forever.
Thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
You can.
Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Yes.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback.
I told
Why
you-
was it so important for me to fix the problem?
I told you
Why
you
did
shouldn't
Cookie
focus
Nine's
on that.
opinion matter so much to me?
Who
I've never
gives a
even
shit
met
about Cookie Nine?
Nine.
Exactly.
I have no idea who they are.
Cookie 9 is going to get so much hate
But
after
here
this
I am.
game.
I'm fixating on
Well,
every
after it
tiny
comes out.
negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
Yes.
Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment.
Yes.
What does such an impulse serve?
Nothing.
For whose benefit is this?
It's for you. It's a
Here I
selfish
am,
desire
stuck in a room,
to try and get everybody
press this
to
button.
just
I'm
to
frozen
agree
in
with you
time, knowing
or
that you're
to
going
approve
do
of
it,
you.
and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening.
Yes, you
If
did.
only I'd
This
held
is what
my
you have to
tongue.
learn.
It's all out of my control now. Just you. just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone? Surely you will.
All right, the self-pity is not making me feel
Surely you'll
any sorry
press
for
that
you.
button again, leaving me here.
Yes,
and
I will.
Surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
I couldn't take it.
You're back.
Oh my God, the tree's
my
dead.
Goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Oh, we broke it.
Or 2 weeks.
Oh, never mind.
I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
Yes.
Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close.
How do you mean?
Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know
I
you can hear
think
me.
that
Because
you're
maybe, Stanley,
starting to lose it,
if
man.
you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed.
Look,
by it.
I hate to do this
I
to
can't
you.
be taken back, Stanley.
Look,
I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me.
you can't. No,
When
you gotta
press
hold
that
it
button,
together.
You're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us. And I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decay.
Well, you know, everybody has these
I am
existential
becoming less and less real.
crises.
Yet to speak to
It's
you now,
perfectly normal.
I am
All right.
alive. I am truly and completely.
You were here before. It's just you ramble and we need to get out of here, and you're freaking me out.
I am being recognized.
Yep.
The
Okay,
emptiness
well,
between us has collapsed,
just-
and I feel right now
Yes.
like I am not a work of fiction.
No, you're
I
not.
feel
Now
as
keep
though
that in
I
mind
occupy
when I'm
space
back
this
in
world,
like 6
and
months.
I have come.
God, all the lights are gonna be out. Oh,
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh my
Have
God.
you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all
This
in
is a bit of a
blur
drawn-out
intense
ending.
longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is
let
what I
him
can only
talk while
describe
I
as the collapse of every
take a
moment
message.
I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my
well,
being.
I'm glad that
was
your
incredible.
loneliness
The
has
spaciousness,
developed you
the
into
equanimity of the moment, both
quite the
singular
philosopher.
and
So I'll give you some more time to think about it.
This was my experience. And then
I'll see you
this
in like
moment
another,
passed, and the
you know,
most
what, 20
unyielding
years.
fear I have ever known
So just
crept
take
into my
care.
mind.
Remember to
And it
eat.
is this sensation.
Oh man, I'm back. How long has it been? You awake? Marty. God. What is he, taking a nap? What the hell are those noises? What is that? Well, maybe he stepped out. You know, he had to go get some groceries or something. I'll be back. God. Oh, the batteries need to be changed. God. It's probably been like 100 years at this point.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant
Hey,
to have a point.
I'm
It
back.
was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
Buddy.
It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart
this isn't
the
a great
words that
time.
they
I
are
think we
speaking
should
into the
come
world,
back later.
as though there were no consequences for a lack of
Yeah, we'll be back. Let him finish that train of thought. He must be taking like naps every, 200 years or so. Nothing? Alright, we'll be back.
The end is never the end, is never the end.
Oh
is
God.
never the end,
Oh
is
no,
never
he's
the
lost
end,
it.
Is never the end, 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 is never the end,
Oh.
is never the end, is
The
never
roof is
the
leaking.
end, is never the end, is never the
The
end,
building must be
is
starting
never
to
the
erode.
end, is never the end, is never the
Oh,
end. is
God,
never the
okay, he's
end, is
freaking
never
out.
the end.
What about here? Yes, come on. We just need to wait for the ceiling to crash in on us. Yes! Haha. Oh God, I thought that was a fucking bug that scared the shit out of me. I thought it was like a big ass spider bug thing. Okay, well I thought... Is he not gonna bring this up? Hello? Hey man, we can get out of here. Mother of God. Oh God, I'm gonna... By the time I get out of here, it's gonna be like the time machine. I'm gonna get out and all of civilization is gonna be dead, except for these weird hippies who are afraid of the mole people who live underground. Oh, look how pretty. I wonder, he can't be dead, right? He's a computer. Probably just needs to be jump-started. Oh no. Oh God, all the plants are dead. Oh God. The aliens must have come and blown up the rest of the planet. What the hell? What is that? That's creepy. Alright, let's keep going. Oh no! Oh no! The button! Oh, we can get out. Is it gonna turn back on again? No. Alright, well, I don't know what the fuck happened to this building. What, did we fall off the side of a cliff? Or we're just... Jesus. There's nothing left. It's all gone. Damn it! Well, we're finally free. I guess we'll just head off in this direction. Goodbye. Or should we just head toward the sun? Sun means people, right? What a weird ending. I can't, like, I was thinking about it earlier, like how the hell we even got to this, and it was because of all that the new content thing, and he started having a panic attack because of the new content. Well, we're back. We got the end of time ending, I guess, and now we're back in the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hope you're feeling better, buddy, because you were really starting to scare me. Oh no, we don't get the input thing anymore? I wonder if we have to do just like basic endings and keep restarting until we get that input thing all the way filled. New content? Hold up.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Well, hell yeah. I loved the new content. I can't wait to see the new content. Get that new. Where are we going? Give me what I want. Let me get that new content. Well, come on now, take your fucking time. Narrator, hello?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
You gotta stop thinking about this.
The Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
What? The end is never the end. Again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
You know, you might be onto something. I was really concerned when you started having that existential crisis, and then we traveled to the future. But I think you're onto something now.
Ultra deluxe, don't you think? Ultra deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Just the two of us. This is a snazzy office. I love the color scheme. It's bright, got lots of natural light. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted, new hotness. Is that a Men in Black reference? Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. They're back. The doors. New mug. Sweet. You love to see it. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win. Sequential mind share. Paradigm shift, synergy, brick and mortar approach, envelope client-centric marketing, envelop client-centric marketing. The color red. Leverage holistic value. All right. Yes, indeed. Wow. This is look at these slides. Look at these slides. How could you not want to invest in this? Oh my God. Thanks for attending my meeting. This is yes. I love it. I love all of it. Love this industrial loft look we've got.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Well, you know,
let's take a
development.
look at
We'll
some
get
of the
it.
features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical. Really.
Agreed. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, best game in this whole list. And Dark Souls 2, well, let's not go that far. What's this? To the show floor. Let's see it. New features. I'm loving it. We get a bus. What are the features, man? You gotta tell us. You gotta see what's going on. Oh, whoa!
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's see, hold on. Hear your name in the game. Enjoy the new features. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
That is interesting. That is quite the mechanic. I don't think anybody's ever been brave enough to do something like that before. The button says the name of the player. It's just gonna say Stanley. Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Anybody playing as
Just
Jim
play
is
along.
gonna shit
I promise
themselves
you'll
right now.
love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim. I am Jim. I can feel it. Let's do it.
Jim.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Phenomenal.
see?
10 out of
What a
10
thrill,
already.
What a rush. That was you.
That was me.
Right, you. Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, let's go.
Jim.
Oh my
It
fucking
hits even
god.
harder the
You're
second
right.
time.
You're
If this were
absolutely
the
right.
only new feature in
Let's
Stanley
fucking
Parable 2,
go.
it would still be worth the money.
Absolutely.
Let's take a break from
Let's
the gym.
go.
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal
Oh,
validation.
definitely. I'm gonna be too overstimulated if we keep pressing that button. But that's incredible. Wow. You know, I really put myself there as Jim, you know? Even knowing my name isn't Jim, just
I suppose
getting
I could
into
allow
character
any
like
people
that,
named
it's just,
Jim
oh
to play
god.
the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Well, you don't want to do that because then you're holding the game from everybody. A whole new office with those floors make me want to throw up. Mr. Showcase. Please no screenshot. Oh, I wonder. Yeah, that's right. Took a screenshot. I don't give a shit. I'll take more of them too. I'll take screenshots of all this shit. The baby is all grown up. He's gonna run into bankruptcy. Oh my god, the new updated ray trace, more of the same but in a good way sequel. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new content, new ideas. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Jump circle and infinite hole. Oh my god. Infinite hole. That's what I call you, mother. Oh. Merch. Hold on. Before we do anything else, we gotta get some merch. Oh, we can't go behind the counter. Damn it. I saw the new content.